Hello everyone, and welcome to my B&B Gossips update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Will Spencer Jr. has a challenging week ahead of him on The Bold and the Beautiful after busting Electra kissing RJ. Will Spencer believe that Miss Dillon would settle down and most likely return when Electra Forrester left him after he refused to send her out on the streets? He had no idea that RJ Forrester had been waiting to strike. Since he first appeared on The Bold and the Beautiful, RJ Forrester has made it quite apparent that Electra was the one for him. A few weeks ago, he expressed his desire for his mother, Brooke Logan, to be unmarried. Now RJ's wishes are coming true. The argument between Will and Electra over Dillon is the ideal setting for RJ to intervene. Electra Forrester is shown melting like putty in RJ Forrester's arms in a sexy new teaser for Bold and Beautiful, which airs next week. When Will Spencer Jr. got there, he saw his girlfriend kissing Ridge Jr. Will Spencer is likely to be perplexed by Electra's rapid transition. However, according to previews, he won't have to deal with his heartbreak by himself. At home, Dillon will be waiting for him with a box of tissues and a willing shoulder to weep on. To lift the Spencer heir's spirits, she will most likely even put on her tutu and dance for him. Dillon might benefit from Will and Electra's split just as much as RJ Forrester does. On Bold and the Beautiful, Electra and Will Spencer's breakup is beginning to look serious. Do you believe that the couple has any chance? Or do you support RJ Forrester? Please leave a comment below, and be sure to check Soap Opera Spy every day for updates and new B&B spoilers. In a breathtaking moment, Eric confesses everything. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Brooke and Ridge are demanding answers, but will they be pleased with what they learn? When Eric Forrester collapses due to chest issues, Ridge Forrester feels as though he is having a "I told you so" moment. Ridge feels justified because he knew Eric needed to retire and have a stress-free life. Will Brooke Logan and Ridge realize that they have been a major source of their concern when Eric tells them the truth about what has been happening? Eric felt unwelcome and insulted after that sloppy retirement celebration. He didn't want to retire and be cast aside because he still had a lot of designs left in him. Eric was able to continue doing what he liked while creating something new from scratch thanks to Katie Logan's new business. In addition, Eric wanted to show Ridge and Brooke that he was still capable. Will Ridge and Brooke ever own up to their mistakes and offer an apology to Eric, or will their obstinacy continue to rule the day? A week has passed when Electra Forrester informed Will Spencer that they would either break up, or he would toss a homeless girl out on the street. When Will wouldn't do it, Electra left. Dillon, though, was there to help pick up the pieces with an embrace. Will and Electra now complain about their situation independently. Electra will undoubtedly complain to Ivy Forrester, who will conclude that Will and Dillon are simply inappropriate. Dillon will be able to say all the correct things when Will complains to him. But amid all of this, there is a wild card. Dillon and Electra have already won RJ Forrester over, but at least Dillon is not his cousin. Brooke declares that Eric is no longer Katie's designer, and that the relationship is over. Brooke Logan Forrester confronted Katie Logan Spencer, and told her sister exactly what was going to happen next, according to The Bold and the Beautiful. After additional arguments with Ridge Forrester upstairs at the Forrester estate, Eric Forrester finally persuaded his father to return to Forrester Creations. Bill Spencer and Katie fired back after Brooke shouted up at them below. Before Katie and Brooke faced off alone, Donna Logan Forrester attempted to act as referee. When Brooke accused Katie of taking Eric, Katie countered that Ridge had already ejected him before he reached Logan. Anyway, Brooke was tired of all this turmoil, so she made a big statement. "Your designer is no longer Eric. It's over after today." During Friday's B&B episode, Brooke lost it. Naturally, Katie didn't appear prepared to give in and follow Brooke's instructions. Ivy Forrester persisted in disparaging Melissa Dillon and her improper conduct at Forrester Creations while speaking with Electra Forrester. Will Spencer's invitation for Dillon to return home also infuriated Ivy, who emphasized how he had let Electra down time and time again. Dillon expressed gratitude to Will for all of his assistance at the beach home and conveyed sympathy for him because it was obvious that he missed Electra. Dillon ultimately gave Will a hug before heading to the Forrester showroom. There was still a lot of friction between Will and Electra, despite their admission that they missed one another. Ivy listened and observed from close by as Will attempted to place the blame for their relationship issues on her. Electra maintained her demand and asked Will if Dylan was still at his place. Electra once again forced Dylan to choose between them since she couldn't stand him remaining at Will's house. We'll keep you updated on all the craziness and spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Will and Electra are about to experience more turmoil. It's Miss Dylan's turn. According to teasers for the soap opera The Bold and the Beautiful, Will Spencer Jr. will be distraught this week when Electra Forrester isn't there to support him. He received an ultimatum from Electra. Electra quickly broke up with Dylan when Will Spencer failed to force him to sleep outside as a sign of his devotion for his girlfriend. He's depressed right now. He won't be alone for long though. Ever since she joined The Bold and the Beautiful, Miss Dylan has been fixated on Will Spencer Jr. Actually, the reason they ended themselves in this predicament in the first place was her crush on Electra Forrester's boyfriend. When giving out ultimatums, Electra obviously didn't have long-term planning in mind because she simply delivered Will to Dylan while bowing over his head. Spoilers for Bold and Beautiful indicate that Will not handle his breakup well. Dylan will be there to provide him support, and to express her gratitude for jeopardizing their relationship to ensure she has a place to sleep. She might even go above and beyond by cooking and cleaning for him, while he's cooped up in his room with Ben & Jerry's and a box of tissues. By the end of the week, Dylan might try to get her landlord. Just think of how shocked Electra would be if she went back to get some of her belongings and saw Dylan kissing Will Spencer. It's no secret that R.J. Forrester has been a distant admirer of Electra. According to spoilers for the soap opera, the cousins will begin to spend a lot of time together at work. Will might just go home and sleep with Dylan out of retaliation if he witnesses Electra flirting with R.J. at work. Will Spencer become even closer to Dylan as a result of flirting with R.J.? Is there any chance that Electra and Will get back together? Katie is accused by Brooke of attempting to drive Eric to his death, and Electra intensifies her ultimatum to Will. For Eric, Bill summoned the paramedics. Ridge apologizes to his father at Eric's. Eric needs to be respected these days. He is not weak or inept. He is told by a paramedic that his breathing is difficult. He mentions how stressed out he is by his family. All he wants to do is climb into his bed. He is assisted up the stairs by Ridge and Donna. "I can't believe what you've done," yells Brooke at Katie. Donna comes back to interfere with the sisters. As if Eric were her workhorse, Brooke keeps accusing Katie of pushing him. She won't let this happen. Bill declares that he will not allow Brooke to mistreat Katie in the same way as she does Eric. Donna wants the arguments to stop. Brooke is accused by Katie of merely lecturing and accusing everyone. The others grudgingly let her and Brooke chat alone when they agreed to do so. "How could you, Katie?" Brooke accuses her of stealing Eric's name and almost killing him. Katie becomes upset at that. Brooke accuses her of playing the victim and harboring resentment when she defends herself. She claims to have stolen Eric and show no concern for his well-being. Did she intend to murder him? According to Brooke, Eric is no longer able to be her designer after today. It's finished. The paramedics examine Eric upstairs before dropping him off with his son. Eric maintains that he is still capable of making all of his own choices. According to Ridge, he has been working like a man in his prime. Even the thought of all the effort he has done wears him out. He had no intention of pushing him away. Since he works for Forrester Creations, why was he trying to find Spencer? Ridge requests that he return to Forrester. He is missing him. He's clearly upset. What must he do to earn forgiveness? Electra is so agitated that she finds it difficult to work on her bangles in the design office. She might as well go home, Ivy advises. He has been waiting for a call from Electra. He can't hold it against her. Ivy reiterates that she done nothing wrong and expresses her disgust at Will's request for Dylan to return to her house. She tries to protect her, and her niece appreciates it. Ivy complains about Dylan's nerve. She is relieved that Electra stood her ground and left. Electra is unsure if giving an ultimatum was the correct course of action. According to her aunt, it was. Dylan tells Will at the beach house that she is so grateful for all of his kindness. She can tell how much he misses Electra and detests that this is hurting his relationship. He holds Ivy accountable for everything. She is absurd. Dylan claims that realizing Electra doesn't trust them was painful. She knew them better than that, they both believed. Dylan observes Will using his phone through the window while he's out for a walk. She returns inside. Electra hasn't gotten back to him yet. We'll believe she's giving him time to consider her request. Dylan is certain that she thought the choice would be simple. She thanks him and gives him a hug. To put an end to this, he needs to go to the workplace. When Electra discovers the ring she first saw Will wearing, she is packing away Jules in the Forrester showroom. She recalls every memory they had of Jules. Saying that he has missed her, Will wanders in. She lets out a sigh. She detests having to be apart from him. Ivy is wrecking things for them, he claims, and this is crazy. Ivy eavesdrops while hiding in the rear. If Dylan is at his residence, Electra demands to know. If she is still with him, she cannot be with him. Will maintains that nothing occurred. Electra is certain that he wouldn't want a man who showered living with her, and she maintains that everything Ivy stated actually occurred. It is either Dylan or me, she exclaims, arching her brows. Ivy tells Daphne, "Don't you dare tell anyone about this," when she sees her tampering with a pocketbook. RJ tells Electra, "If he's not willing to do everything in his power to keep you, then there's definitely something wrong with that guy." Ridge barges in, shocked that Eric has been designing, while Donna worries that his stress is pushing him to his death. As Eric's doctor broke HIPAA, Donna, worried about his stress levels, advised him to quit designing. Ridge is sketching at the office with Brooke. She shows him the lengthy interview Katie conducted with Eye on Fashion, in which she talks extensively about her unidentified designer. Although he thinks they can live up to the expectation, Ridge admires it. He is concerned about how stressed out his father is. They must identify the source of the pressure. Brooke feels certain that there must be a way to learn more about what's happening. He reflects on how his father founded the business and was a constant presence. He is now retired and appears to be idle. So what's causing his stress? Ridge attempts to SMS his father once more but receives no reply. She insists on accompanying him when he decides to go check on him at home. They head to the pool to eat kale when Donna comes down and advises her to change into her bikini. He must complete his designs and is unable to take a break. Donna reminds him that he must inform her sister that he is unable to complete this line. She reminds him that he acknowledged that he would prefer to be with Ridge in the office than to do this. He is aware. He is reconsidering his decision to work for Katie. Ridge allowed him to come back to Forrester at any time. It was offensive. He's still young and attractive at 80, she tells him. To show that he still had something to contribute, Eric went to Katie. Even if his designs are stunning, Bill is undermining them. His breath catches and he is forced to sit while he ponders how he allowed things to get this far. She is constantly reminding him of the pressure he is under and the potential harm this could do to the family. He reiterates that he can't back out when she begs him to. He holds his chest, gasping. He says he's all right, but Donna wants to call the doctor. He assures her that she won't lose him.